Monetizing is one of the biggest struggles that people have on Skool, and in this video I'm going to give you 4 ways on how to monetize your Skool community. And it's not just about having a paid membership, there are certain other ways how you can monetize your community. And if you haven't watched my video yet on monetizing early, why it's so important to monetize early, I'm going to link it in the description and in the pinned comment. I highly recommend you to watch that because so many people basically wait for way too long until they start monetizing their community. They wait for months and months and months, and I am very sure about saying no, start early. And I will also go into that today. But first things first, my name is Lydia Wilmsen. I'm a mindset and business coach, and here on the channel I talk about all things Skool growth, all things business growth, and of course the most important topic, mindset for entrepreneurs, because this is where the real game is basically. And if you like the content on here, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a like. It really helps the algorithm to pick up on things here, and also I'm very, very grateful for you then. Okay, and also if you want to join Leadership Skool, that is my community. It has a free entry level, it's a free community, or it's freemium, so it has different levels, but you can join for free. The link is also in the comments. We are almost 1,700 members in there on the premium tier, which currently still is $5 a month, and it's going up soon. You can advertise your own community, and this is basically not possible in many communities out there. There are only a few where you can actually advertise your own community, but it also comes with an app, with a coaching app. And then we have the VIP tier, where I help you more intimately basically to build your own Skool community and to have your Skool community as part of your own business ecosystem, because we don't just want to have a Skool community. We want it to be part of our business, and we want to look at things from a business perspective and not just from a Skool owner perspective. So all of that in the VIP level. And with that being said, let's get started. The first option on how to monetize your Skool community, I already mentioned, is through paid tiers. Either through a paid community, you can have a free trial with that, a 7-day free trial, and then people pay to be in your community. So that is a paid community. You can have a free community as well, or you can have a freemium community like my community. That means you have a free tier, a free entry level, and then you have 1 or 2 paid tiers on top. So that can be a way to monetize, and I would also recommend you to think about that early on. What will be the different levels that people get access to? Like, why would they join, for example, the first level, the premium tier, and then the VIP tier? And this is very important, the point of clarity. You need to become crystal clear who is joining your community, or whom you want your community to join, who is your target audience, who is the perfect member in your community, so that you then can understand what is their desire, what are their needs, so that you then can offer them some paid products, some paid upgrades in the community. So why would they even join premium? What is in there so that they say that's a must-have for me, and that is not a nice to have for me? So many people get this wrong. They actually have no idea what their customers want, what their members want, what their biggest pain points are, what their biggest desires are. And then they basically try to sell them something that they don't even want, or where they don't see any need for. So in your eyes, this might be the most amazing offer out there, but if no one buys, you understand that you haven't talked properly to the pain point yet. You need something where people say, heck yes, I need this, I want this now. And then people will literally pay any price for that. But this is what you need crystal clarity on. What is it that people will pay for? And this is what you have to offer them. Basically, this is what you have to sell them. Then you can still give them what they need. So if it's a mindset offer, give them or sell them what they want, and then help them to get to the real root cause or whatever, and give them actually what they need. Because often people don't know what they need, but you still have to sell them what they want, because otherwise they won't buy it. Okay, clarity is the most important piece here, and this is also for the other things I'm going to mention. But the first tier, the first option, as I already said, is paid membership levels, either upgrades or having a paid community from the first get-go. A different option, option number 2, would be that you have any form of products, any form of digital products that people can buy in the classroom. You can have little, offers in there, little courses that people can unlock with paying a price. Again, here it will be so important that you speak to the desire and to the pain points of people, that they really, really, really want this. Otherwise, they are not going to pay for it. They are not going to buy it. So what can you sell them? You can sell them courses, some kind of app. Now we have all those apps out there. You can sell them guides, meditations, depending on what your niche is, So those are digital products, and of course you could actually sell them physical products as well. This is another way to monetize your Skool community. And I recommend you to do that early on and to test things out. For example, offer a beta test. The first round is, for example, free to get testimonials. And then the next round is super cheap, or the first round is like a beta test and it's just half the price. So that would be a way to early on test and see if people want what you have to offer. I highly recommend that. And to even start with a very low price. I mentioned that before. I have the community growth blueprint, and I think in week 2 I started offering that because my group went like crazy. It blew up. And then I taught in that community growth blueprint early on what I did, how I did that. And by the way, I had built big groups before. I had built a big Facebook community before. So I didn't just teach from 2 weeks of school experience. I taught from 10 years of business experience and already having built a powerful group before that led to my 6-figure coaching business. And in that community growth blueprint, like I explained all of that and I sold it for $3, and I saw early on that people actually were interested and they bought it. So it's not that I made a lot of money. I probably have made by now $1,000 with that, the price went up a little bit, but it's still low ticket and people kept buying that, so I checked early on, do people want that? And yes, people bought it. People wanted that. They wanted to know how to grow their communities. This is a very important reason why I recommend you to monetize early, to figure out what people want and to sell often, to not put it out once, but several times. And I will make more videos on the topic of selling, by the way, as well. So that was option number 2. It's all kind of basically do it yourself. You learn how to apply things. You have a meditation here, you have a course here, all those options that people can pick and choose and buy. And then option number 3 would, of course, be to sell services. This could be a one-to-one session with you. It could be a whole month of one-to-one support. It could be some form of group cohorts, coaching cohorts where you teach them. And it's basically not do it yourself, but done with you. You help them with you in a group setting or in a one-to-one setting, all kinds of services. And these you can also have in your classroom and people can unlock them through through putting the money in, through paying for it. And it's slightly different than digital services because it's way more of you involved. And that is why, of course, often those are come with a little bit of a higher price tag. And with that, again, it's very important that you are very clear about the pain and the desire, why people would buy this. It's not just about features of 1 hour with me or 1 hour or 90 minutes coaching session with me. No one wants that. You want the outcome. You want your problem solved. And this is what you have to sell. Not the features, but solve the problem. And this is what people will pay for. So, very important point here. And then the last option number 4 is basically high ticket, done for you services and as we already said, a service, for example, you know, and we are going from mid-ticket to high ticket here. You could either have a one-time payment of $10,000 for 3 months off, or for I'm going to grow your community for you and 1,000 members in 1 month or whatever, you know. So it can be a price tag for a certain achievement, or of course for a certain amount of time that you do something with them, or that the done for you service is lasting. What you can also do, like either they unlock it in the classroom, or you bring them to a different community. For example, you have a free community here, and then you bring them for the high ticket service to a different community. You sell them into a different community, where you again could have different tiers, you know. A group cohort, a high ticket group cohort, like a mastermind, and then a high ticket offer as well, you know, where it's like one-to-one high ticket service. So as you can see, there are basically a gazillion ways on how you can monetize your community, and you can do it early. You can try out a template, a guide, a meditation for $3, for $5, and see if there is any desire for it. And then when you see there is no desire for it, you have to check, is it really that they don't want this? Or is your offer not clear? Or is it not really talking to the pain point? So for example, you could sell a beautiful meditation to slow down and calm your mind. We have a lot of that free on YouTube. But if you sell, for example, the meditation that will change, or that will get rid of insomnia or something in 10 days, you know, people have a pain point. They are sleepless, they are restless, they can't sleep. And then perhaps there are some testimonials from you, from people who have already used that meditation or this guided whatever thingy, and they could sleep again. This is something that people want. They don't want the guided sleep meditation. They want to get rid of their insomnia. They finally want to sleep again. I have been there. I know how horrible this is. I would have given anything for that, for something like that. Or the course on how to understand how to shift that or whatever, you know. So speak to the pains. Be very clear about it. And this is what I mean. Like, don't throw the baby out with the baby water, with the bath water. Like, check first. Is it the offer? Is it really what you offer, or is it the packaging that needs to change? And this again is why it's so important to monetize early, because then you can play around with that. You can start shifting the messaging. You can start shifting the words and all of that, and how you show up with it, the pictures you use. And you can speak to people and also ask them, like, oh, you shared with me that you have issues with sleeping, but what is it about this offer that you don't feel it's aligned yet, because I haven't seen you buy it yet, or whatever, you know. You can ask for feedback as well. And I would also recommend to sell often, not just once, no one buys, oh, okay, I give up. No, you have to keep going. You have to keep warming up people to, there is something out there. They say people need 7 touch points. I think by now over 20 touch points before they buy something. So keep showing it to them. It is very, very important. And I will make more videos on the topic of sales and selling, where we'll go way more into depth with that. And also one word about AI. AI is only as good as the prompts and the input you give it. I see so many people having offers out there, and it's really not clicking. It's really not like, oh, I want this. So AI is an amazing help. However, you still have to have the clarity on why people would want this, and why they would buy this, and why they need this. So you have to have that clarity, so that is what you feed then to AI to then get some good copy out of it. So don't think that this can do the work for you at the moment. You still have to do that work yourself, gain the clarity, put offers out there, put them out very, very early, start tweaking, keep going, and make use of the many, many options that you have in Skool to monetize. So this is my video for you today. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'm happy to record more videos for you with different topics as well. And yeah, please subscribe, leave a like, a comment, and join Leadership Skool for more input. And I would say until the next video.